and I just want to say it was epic. That one goes down in the history book. What's going on? What's going on? Oh my goodness, let me tell you about Sunday, graduation 2018. Okay, so in the past, let me tell you, it could have been hit or miss, and let me tell you why. What happens is the night before graduation, Saturday night, people tend to go out, have a lot of fun, party it up. Matter of fact, some people might even start early Sunday morning before graduation, and they go in, and it was hot, and so sometimes people imbibe and go out, and then afterwards it's still early. They might have something to eat, and then they might keep partying. So in the past, sometimes that took a hit on the crowd, and people probably slept it off or went home. So that's what I was facing when I got to He's Not on Sunday. I was like, well, it could be that, could be slow, could be people went the other way and hydrated, maybe after graduation, maybe took a nap, hung out with some friends, took it easy, saying, you know what, I feel like singing tonight. I get to He's Not, and where I normally park, they had construction, so I had to park somewhere else, which meant I had to climb a mountain and then climb back down a mountain to get my stuff in there. And I got my heavy stuff first, so I took it upstairs, and I was like, all right, cool. And then there were some people there, and then there were two young ladies there, and they were at the bar, doing the thing. And I pull my stuff in, and one of them comes up and says, hey, Fleming said we're gonna do it outside tonight. I was like, I must have looked dejected, because that stuff is heavy. It never gets lighter, right? And so I said to her, the first thing I said was like, you ever see that movie Jumanji? She's like, yeah. I was like, you remember the part where the drums start beating? Doom, 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 doom. And people look around, and they just know that all hell is about to break loose. She starts laughing. I was like, all right, so that really happened. I don't remember if it was last year or the year before, but it was like I heard crackles of thunder and some lightning, and then rain. You could hear it coming, and so then it was like a scramble to get my stuff in. So I was kind of hesitant, but at the same time, I looked up in the sky. It was clear. I could see some stars. So I was like, all right, let's set it up. So I first had to figure out how to set it up. Okay. Because it's a little bit different, and I didn't come prepared, quite ready for that. But I had everything I needed. And so I was getting everything set up, man, and I took some pictures, and the crowd, man, they were ready. I got it set up. I'm looking at these pictures now, and I get this guy. He comes up and he sings, man. I don't know if he was the first singer or not, but he had the orange shirt on. Guy in the orange shirt right there. He was kind of loud in the microphone, but he had really good energy, so I had to regulate the mic a little bit. But I loved his energy, man. So that was cool. People are standing around, And that, I swear, man, that the song list filled up quick. It filled up real quick, man. It was crazy. And there's Austin. Austin came in. I think I saw Monica was there. Look at my homeboys right here. Goodness, man. And I remember calling Austin and he didn't come up, so I guess he left. He had to go, but that would have been good to get him in there. I'm not sure what he was signed up for. I had a young lady come up to me, and she was like, "Hey, do you remember taking a picture with me and another girl, and we taking a picture in front of like a Noop or something?" I was like, because we were singing Pony. You said that I was like, "Oh yeah, I remember that night," but I didn't remember that I took a picture. I was like, "Oh my goodness."
Oh, it's video.
Yeah. Okay, so I took a picture.
Took a picture of me and my roommate Bree.
Okay.
In front of Anoop and you from a while ago before we sang Pony.
Okay.
And it was
great. And you want to see if I have the picture?
I want to see if you have the picture.
I have to check and see if I have the picture.
Okay, sounds good.
I don't know if I can check right now though.
No, I know you're busy.
Okay.
It's almost like finding a needle in a haystack. So she said, "Can you see if I can?" I was like, "All right, well, you're gonna have to contact me some kind of way, maybe through text or Instagram or Snap. Some kind of way you're gonna have to get in touch with me so I can see if I can get it to you." So what I did was I had her tell me exactly what it was on video. So after that, I was like, "All right, but I can't do it right now." And so I was looking through, and bam, I got to sing a song. I was like, I hope you guys know this song. And then I started singing it, right? And it was almost like, that was from a different era. It was James Taylor's Carolina in My Mind. I remember when I went to Carolina for what was it? It was C-Tops. They called it C-Tops. I don't know if it's called the same thing now, but they played that song everywhere, man. And so it was kind of ingrained in everybody's mind, I don't know if they did that every class or if it was just that class, but at least class of was it 97? Yeah, class of 97, man. That song was like in there. You either loved it or you hated it, and I kind of loved it because I went to Chapel Hill High and Phillips Middle School, so I was kind of like a Chapel Hill guy. So I sang that song, and I had some guy come up, and he was like, "Hey, man, I appreciate that. Old school." I was like, "Man, is it old school?" I was like, "Is that old school?" James Taylor, man. I thought James Taylor and Chapel Hill is like timeless, man. That's like, hey, it's right up there with D-Train, So yeah, and then I had a young man come up, and he was like, "Hey, man." He showed me a picture of when I had dreadlocks. We took a selfie together, and he also showed me a picture when I had them cut, so I guess it was right after that. And I think my daughter, she was probably 2 years old when I cut my dreadlocks, 2 or 3. So it wasn't that long ago. It was probably 6-7 years ago. Because I remember thinking, wow, she never seen me without hair. So it was right around that time, and we took another selfie together. Yeah, his name is Robbie. Good old Robbie. Hey, we're best buds now, Robs. Yeah, and that was a small recap of the night. And I had a lot of fun. I just wanted to say it was epic. That that one goes down in the history books. I saw the kegs that were emptied. It must have been a really good last few days. People must have been thirsty. It was hot out. It would have been nice to have a keg downstairs. That'd have been good. I tell you what, though, it was hot. I'm so glad I drank my water. I was drinking water like no other. I was sweating a little bit, but you know what? I didn't have to go to the restroom, so the whole night, you know, which is cool. But I don't know if that was because I was dehydrated, but I was drinking water the whole time, man. I guess I just used it. But anyway, yeah. So yeah, again, that was epic, and you guys made it awesome. Every time there was like I messed up, and I had to start the music over. You guys filled in, and when a drink time was necessary to be said, it was said. You guys were awesome, and thank you guys so much for making 2018 a great graduation Sunday at He's Not. This is D-Train. I'm signing off. Later.
Hey, that was beautiful. Thank you guys so much. Thank y'all so much for coming out. Congratulations, and to y'all that's still here, I'll see y'all in the summer, and I'll see y'all next year. I'm gonna be here next week.